Good afternoon, DC Ranch golfers. This is Dick Highland behind this mask, and this mask is on my face every time I'm not on the golf course or on the range, and I'm going to ask that you do this too. And for the purpose of this message, I'm going to take the mask off because I'm about 8 feet away from Sarah Banky. And by the way, she's getting married in a couple weeks, so say congratulations to her before she goes. A couple things. The overseeding turned out great. Hopefully you agree with that. It's wall to wall, all green grass. These putting greens have not been overseeded now for 3 years, and the green speeds we're getting now are about 11.5 to 12 feet on a stimp meter, and they're just fabulous, but we need to keep them that way. There's a Pride of Membership program here, and 3 things. 1, we fix our ball marks each and every time we make one and look for others to fix. 2, we rake the bunkers smoothly if we're going to use a rake and put the rake parallel with the play of the hole. And 3, we repair our divots in the fairway. You've got sand and seed bottles, and we've got extra stations on 6 and on 15 for replacement bottles, but we've got to get this done, folks. It was brought to my attention, and I just want to make sure that everybody's fully aware of this. The member tournament, which just concluded last week, we were very, very fortunate to get that tournament in. We had to use a different format. We didn't use a shotgun. We used a double T start. It worked out great from our perspective and from the comments that we've gotten from the members. So year 1 worked out great. We didn't have too many hiccups, both from a medical standpoint nor from an operation standpoint. We had 80 teams for the guys, and we had 36 teams or thereabout for the gals. I should tell you that for the gals, Marcy Bartolini and Carol Hogan won their overall competition, and largely it was infused by the fact that Marcy made an ace on number 13. Way to go, Marcy. And in the guys division, it was a dogfight till the bitter end for the 80 teams, whereby it had to go to a scorecard playoff between John Vanderwerf and John Voris with 109 points against Greg Graham and Tom Woods. And unfortunately for John and John, Greg and Tommy beat them in a scorecard playoff. So congratulations to those guys for winning the Rodeo 2020. How about that? So we're taking suggestions. We'll be putting out a survey to see what you people as players think about next year's formats. Maybe we can go back to the match play, doing it a different way. Maybe this pandemic will be behind us at that point, and it could be business as usual. But we did play 80 teams on the guys' side, which is 20 more than we would allow for the match play, and we just have to take a look at that. But also with starting times at the club, as you know, they're at a premium. Every club in this valley is completely oversold. All of you folks are playing as much golf as you can, and we're great with that. Let's just everybody be patient. We're going to get as many golfers out playing 18 holes as we can using this first and 10th tee start. The Horseshoe, we've gotten a lot of activity so far from the Horseshoe. And for those who weren't around last year when we opened it, the schedule is as follows. On Tuesdays and Sunday afternoons, the practice range for beating balls will close at 2. Thus, we can open up the Horseshoe for tee times that you can make on 4 tees at around 2:30 to 3. You make a starting time, you go out and play, you walk, you take 3 clubs, and go out and have a blast. Black Friday, this Friday, or next Friday, I should say, after Thanksgiving, we are having some golf shop stuff that we carried over from the summer on sale. We need to move it to make way for more brand new goods that Heidi's got coming out. So in the event, stick around. We're going to have some stuff for you. As far as Thursday, Thanksgiving Thursday, we can't have a shotgun like we had in years past, but we're having a double T start starting at 8 o'clock, going to 9:50. We can get out almost 100 players, I think 96 to be exact, if every tee time was filled with foursomes. But 8 o'clock to 9:50, and then we shut it down. We want to get these kids home to their families as well. But for those who want to walk and play in the afternoon, you can certainly do that, and just have a fun and happy Thanksgiving to you and your families. And please understand what Thanksgiving's all about. The member guests, I've been asked about the member guests in the spring. Yes, they have been put on a tentative schedule, but at this point in time, we have no idea where we're going to be with this pandemic, and we will keep you posted after the first of the year. The ladies will be in March. The roundup will be in April, and the Stampede will be in May, if in fact we have them. And if not, we might go to another member. We don't know just yet, but rest assured we're going to try and have something. It was reported earlier that we're not going to have any club events. It's not completely true, and Whether the communication was misinterpreted or flat out wrong, let me just clarify it. Let's say for the reindeer roundup that we've typically had in the past, we've done a shotgun. We're not doing shotguns anymore, but you wanted to play with some other couples. You make your own tee times. You want to play in the reindeer roundup as we know it this year. We'll give you the scorecards. You give us the scorecards back at the end of the round. We'll do the tabulation of scores, and then you do what you want for an after round party, whether you make your reservations in the clubhouse for dinner that evening or whatever you do, but we're not going to cancel everything completely and entirely. I would also tell you this, that with this COVID, I don't need to tell you, if you've been listening to the news, that it's here to stay for a while. Yes, they're looking for vaccines that aren't 100% bulletproof just yet. We have to be extremely careful. We do not want to close down, and I am going to make my dead level best to make sure that that doesn't happen from a staff standpoint or a membership standpoint. We'll continue to say, if you're not in the grass, you put on your mask whether you like it or not, and we're going to give you a mask if you don't have one. But there's zero tolerance with this, and that comes with the recommendation and support of the board of directors. We just want to keep everybody safe, members, guests, and the staff, so we can keep playing golf. Our golf is up 40% year over year in the first 5 weeks. Need I tell you about the play that we're getting at the moment, but let's everybody be sensitive to other members, be respectful of other members. We're going to get out as many players as we can. And don't forget the little hook on the bottom of the flag stick. You pull it up with your putter head. Your putter's out there. You're ready to go to the next hole. Again, be safe, be conscientious. We're ready to play more golf.